Wow, that is beautiful.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Rolo Gaming. Today we're going to be doing a AI only battle with the new Frontier Pass civilizations, the Mayans versus the Gran Colombians. Today we're going to be channeling our inner Drew and go ahead and have an AI only battle. We're going to be doing the standard rules, have them both be on deity, standard game speed. We're going to play 3 different continent map types and have them be on a very small map for just 2 players. Let's go ahead and get Bolivar in, the leader of Gran Colombia. Their patriotic trait looks very nice for war, but we'll have to see what happens in the game. They've also got a really nice mid-era unique unit. We'll have to see how they do as well. And they've also got a pretty nice unique building. Along with Bolivar, we'll also have Lady Six Sky. That looks like they have some pretty nice abilities as well. What I'm interested in is how they're going to utilize their unique district and how it plays out in the game. We're also going to keep barbarians off for this game. And as for the city-states, we're just going to have 4. Alright, our combatants are ready. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a death battle!
Alright, looks like Gran Colombia was able to get 3 cities right now. And same with the Mayans. And they're on the same continent so far. Uh-oh, looks like Mayans are getting ready to go to war with Gran Colombia already. They have a ton of troops on their borders right now. And they have a great profit at home. We'll have to go ahead and see if they actually use it. They're not using it yet. And here comes another settler. They'll probably have 4 cities really soon. Gran Colombia should go ahead and try to get another settler. Oh, and there we go. They've made another city right here, which is kind of crappy. But maybe it was the best they can do. It also sucks that they're kind of detached from all this land over here. That's probably going to go straight for the Mayans. Okay, looks like it's been 50 turns. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on. Oh wow, and looks like we're actually leading in terms of science. Looks like Gran Colombia has 5 more technologies researched than the Mayans. But it looks like the military strength of the two look much the same. Same with faith. Let's go ahead and continue. We'll pause the game at another 50 turns. Wow. Forward settling. Very nice. Good job, Gran Colombia. And it looks like the Mayans have learned that there's a ton of area right here where they can make cities. And they're utilizing that by making another city right here. Oh, and looks like they're at war right now. The units here seem to be encircled and will soon be destroyed. And the Mayans going ahead and creating some galleys to explore. Very smart of them. There was in fact another entire continent right over here, which they can get to. We'll have to see if they even get that far though. Looks like Gran Colombia has a settler all the way near enemy territory. Are they perhaps trying to get something down here? Oh, and oh my god, look at that. They actually got another city from the Mayans. Wow, looks like Gran Colombia is going to be winning this one. If the Mayans don't get their things in order really soon, they might be looking at an early loss here. It's also nice that they have their special units right now. Oh no. They built a wall at this city, so that's going to be a really well protected city that they're probably not going to be able to get back. Looks like Gran Colombia grabbed a city down here as well. And I don't even think that they're at peace yet, because this city is currently occupied. Looks like the Gran Colombians are also at war with Zanzibar. It doesn't look like Gran Colombia is trying to attack anymore. We'll just have to see what happens. And we're just around 96 turns now. But it does also look like the Mayans were able to get a wall at their main capital. So I doubt that'll be falling anytime soon. Let's go ahead and see the world rankings here. Wow, it actually looks like Bolivar is leading in science. Even with the Mayans having that technology boost, they're not actually able to use it very well right now since they don't have enough cities. While the Gran Colombians have a ton more cities, so they're able to outproduce. Just as we thought, Bolivar also has more military strength compared to the Mayans. And it looks like Bolivar is also making a ton more faith per turn compared to the Mayans. Let's go ahead and continue for yet another 50 turns. It's also going to be interesting to see whether or not they'll leave this continent and go and try out some other continents as well. I wonder if this game will go into the late eras of this game. Oh, and it looks like they've made peace. because this is no longer an occupied city. It looks like they were able to actually keep that city. They've also got Catholicism versus Hinduism. Although it looks like Gran Colombia is going for a religious victory as they're sending inquisitors all around their area. Wow, that's a huge boost to Hinduism and Catholicism, but Catholicism is getting hit very hard. Wow, this is really a religious war. Are you seeing all this? Wow. Oh my god. Again and again. Catholicism versus Hinduism, the battle is real. I've never seen a religious war like this between AI units. Oh, looks like Gran Colombia is the first one to go to another continent, and here comes the mines very close by. But all the main action is probably going to be happening right here. We're creeping up to 150 turns. We're going to have to see what happens once we reach it. So far, it looks like Gran Colombia is able to keep on making more and more Catholicism units. The religious wars are real. It doesn't even look like they're actually going on real wars. They're just going on religious wars against each other. And neither side is winning. Oh, looks like we've come up to 150 turns. Let's go ahead and see the religious map mode. Yep, things are looking very divided. But very clearly, Catholicism has the upper hand. Let's go ahead and see the world rankings. Currently, Gran Colombia is winning in terms of science per turn, which is really good for them, and has the upper hand in terms of military strength. And they also have the upper hand in faith per turn. This is very clearly Gran Colombia's game, but let's go ahead and see if they get to keep that. Let's check in another 50 turns. You can see that Gran Colombia has also made a couple nice wonders. Oh, and looks like they're at war now. Oh no, look at that. Soon Gran Colombia will be able to take the mine's capital, and if they're able to do that, we'll have to call it a day. Oh, it's so close. Is this it? Ooh, it's coming real close. You have to protect yourself, Mayans. All they need is a swordsman to come in and then they win. They're able to keep the pressure on the city. The mines are trying their hardest. It also looks like Zanzibar is at war with the mines as well. Gran Colombia was able to get suzerainship over Zanzibar as well. Oh my god, this is so close. I wonder if they'll be able to make it. They just need just a little bit more. No, they're backing off now, and it's starting to heal as well. This is looking real bad for the Gran Colombians. Oh, and they're able to get aircrafts. That's going to really help them out. Let's see what's happening on this continent. Doesn't seem like much. Although, very clearly, Gran Colombia has been able to take huge portions of this continent. Over on the main continent, doesn't seem like there's a lot of action going, except for the fact that Gran Colombia is getting a bunch of units gathered here. And I actually think that they might have made peace, for now at least. We'll have to wait and see. Looks like the mines fixed up their walls. This is so surprising, almost 200 turns and there's still no clear winner. Even Hinduism isn't doing so bad. Come on, Gran Colombia, you're so close, you're just like at the edge. Looks like the mines were able to get yet another city right here. And if they make another city over here, they'll pretty much be splitting this continent in half. And it looks like Gran Colombia is taking a small bite out of this continent as well. And would you look at that, Gran Colombia is currently going for spaceports. Maybe they're going for a science victory. Neither side has won any victories just yet, but it looks like Gran Colombia has the upper hand in terms of a science victory. Wow, would you look at the military strength of Gran Colombia? They've got more than double compared to the Mayans. Bolivar is also making way more faith per turn as well. The Mayans weren't able to get enough cities out, but Hopefully they won't be completely crushed by the end of this game. Also, we're at 200 turns. We're going to keep on going. This is a very exciting game. I wonder if all these games are going to be this long. Oh wow, would you look at that. Zanzibar changed over to Catholicism. The New World religion over here seems to be mainly Catholicism as well. Although Hinduism does have a presence. Oh, and it looks like Gran Colombia declared war on the mines again. I'm hearing a lot of planes going around. What is Gran Colombia doing with catapults? You need to upgrade that. They've also got a ton of commandant generals. Hopefully that's giving them a ton of bonuses. I bet you it's all those planes they have. They've got a couple fighters here. They need a couple bombers. And if they get bombers, this is pretty much over. Planes are so overpowered in this game. I wonder if we'll be seeing any nukes in this game. We'll have to keep our eye out for that. Oh hey, it looks like there's a natural wonder over here. The Galapagos Islands. Also, it looks like the walls of the mines are not able to hold out for much longer. Although, yet again, they were able to push out the Gran Colombians. More religious battles going on. I can't believe the city has been able to maintain a Hinduism presence when all their neighbors are Catholic. Wow, and they were able to do it. They were able to split this continent in half. Although the Gran Colombians are clearly the winner here, with 5 cities and another city down here. Alright, we're at turn 250 now. Let's go ahead and see the world rankings now. Still no victory yet, although it looks like Gran Colombia is making some huge gains in terms of science. They're actually really getting close to getting a science victory. The Colombians also have a 13 technologies researched advantage against the Mayans, and 3 times the military strength compared to the Mayans as well as times 2 faith per turn compared to the Mayans. Let's go ahead and check out the religious map once again. A very strong Catholic presence. And it doesn't look like Hinduism is going to be able to last much longer if this keeps going. Let's go ahead and go for yet another 50 turns and see what happens. See if anyone is able to win. AI only battles can go pretty long sometimes apparently. Especially in Civ. If no one gets an early win. Although it looks like Gran Colombia is able to get some mechanized infantry going along with AT crew. While the mines still are working with crossbowmen and catapults. I'm gonna be really surprised if Gran Colombia can get some uranium going and bomb the capital of the Mayans. I'd really love to see that in this game. Oh, looks like they're at war now. This might be it for the Mayans, but we'll have to wait and see. It's surprising that they've even made it this long though. Everyone is pretty much ignoring this city. It's also really not doing that great in terms of pop. While the cities in Gran Colombia, wow, look at that, 15, 12, 14, 15. They're also doing really well in the New World. 13, 11 in the mines with 10 and 12 pop respectively. Oh wow, look at that. They've also got yet another city over here. Looks like Gran Colombia is attacking the city. Oh, and they've made peace. Okay. Come on, Gran Colombia, just go ahead and finish them off. You clearly have the upper hand. Is this shit like some 3D chess that I'm not understanding? Great, and looks like the mines have rebuilt their walls. That's a huge boost for Catholicism, although I doubt that it'll actually make like a real difference. Because look at that, they were able to hurt Catholicism yet again. I'm glad Gran Colombia is actually going for a religious victory. It just seems to not be going out very well for him. You should be trying to focus on this city. I know no one is, but come on. Okay, now we're at turn 300. Looks like Bolivar is really close to getting a science victory. I doubt that this will be going on for 500 turns. This will probably end in the next 50 turns. So we're gonna have to see what happens during that time. Still doing really great in terms of military strength. 5 times the military strength compared to the Mayans. And still doing really good in terms of faith per turn as well. Let's go ahead and see what happens now. Oh my god, do you guys see that? They're creating a bomb! They're creating a nuke! Let's see if they'll actually use it. Please, please, Gran Colombia, make my day. Oh, this one's even closer at 4 turns. They're making tons of nukes. This time we'll pause after 30 turns and see what happens then. But I really want to see some nukes flying. I really hope the recording turns out okay. Looks like the Mayans were able to get some mechanized infantry as well, which is really good for them. They need to stay strong in terms of military strength, because at the next war, it's gonna be very, very nasty. Okay, looks like Gran Colombia was able to win a science victory before the turn 350. And just for the heck of it, let's go ahead and put them at war and see whether or not they use the nuke. Let's see if they throw down a nuke within 10 turns. If they don't, we'll call it a day. It's okay. Doesn't look like they've thrown it yet, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. They do have a jet bomber to launch the nuclear explosion. That doesn't look like they have used it yet. Okay, it looks like this city was damaged a lot. I'm not sure if it was through a nuke or not. And this city is also about to be taken down as well. They do have the ability to nuke. Let's go ahead and force their hand. Here you go, Mayans. You lost the war. Bye bye. Wow. That is beautiful. So this first win goes to Gran Colombia. Let's go ahead and do this again. Alright, same as before. Looks like both of them were able to get 3 cities out right away. They're fighting on a very small continent right here. They're gonna have to try to explore and get a city out right over here as quickly as possible, as well as try and get some more cities on some other continents. Like, look at this continent. It's massive. So whoever discovers deep sea sailing is very lucky. Oh, but they don't even need deep sea sailing. All they need is to be able to get to this island, and I think the Mayans are able to get to this island right away. Looks like they're exploring that area right now anyway. It also looks like the Colombians were able to get 4 cities, maybe looking for their 5th one too. Mayans with 4. Alright, now Gran Colombia has 5 cities within the first 50 turns, which is not bad. Not bad at all. Looks like Gran Colombia is doing really amazing in terms of science per turn. Come on, Maya, you're supposed to be really good in terms of science. Military strength is in favor of the Colombian Empire. Although the Mayans are winning in terms of religious victory, we're gonna have to keep our eye out in terms of that. Oh, but it looks like Colombia has plans for that as well, by building some holy sites along with the oracle. Alright, let's check back in within another 50 turns and see what the results are. Looks like in terms of pop, Colombia is doing pretty good with 4455, and Maya is also not doing so bad either with 546. They really need another city though. Looks like they're doing a lot of exploring, which is really going to help them out, which is really going to help out both groups. Looks like Colombia is able to get some walls up, which is really important in terms of defense. They also haven't had a war yet, which is pretty interesting. Although, yes, yep, that's a war right there. Just as we mention it. Oh, look at that. The Mayans are losing the city, and it's pretty much getting surrounded very quickly. Although they might be able to hold it off. We'll have to wait and see. Speaking of which, it's now being sieged. And in terms of cities, they're able to get another city, but Colombia was able to get this city over here as well. The Mayans really need to build a wall right here. It's looking really bad for them. Alright, looks like the Mayans were able to push out the Colombians, but it seems to still be going on. It's also nice that the Mayans have this special unit really able to protect them early on, which seems like they really need the help. Oh, and looks like they've peaced out. The Mayans really need to take this time to expand. They currently have access to more land, and they should really focus on utilizing it, while the Colombians are getting even more and more cities. Colombia should also go ahead and try to take this city-state. It would really help them out. But as far as I know, civs don't really like taking city-states, or they try to avoid it. Okay, now we're at 100 turns. Let's go ahead and see the world rankings. Gran Colombia has a massive advantage over the Mayans in terms of technology right now. 26 versus 18 technologies researched. Wow. This is surprising. Mayans actually have the upper hand in terms of military strength. That's probably going to keep them safe for a little bit longer. But that's probably not going to help them out because of that technological advantage that the Colombians have over the Mayans. The Colombians can get some way better units way quicker now. Although this game might not even last that long because the Mayans are the only ones that are really going for faith. And they might be able to get a religious victory early on. Looks like they're able to get some Hinduism going right away too. And within a couple turns we're gonna have to see what the difference is. If they're able to take the capital in 50 turns, it's pretty much over. The Colombians really need to work on faith in order to defend themselves. And the Mayans really need to utilize all this land that they've got here. Looks like the Colombians have a wall in every single one of their cities, which is pretty smart in terms of military wise. Oh my god. That's a huge cock block, Maya. The Mayans were able to take this city right here and completely ruined what the Colombians looked like they were trying to get. A big ass circle. Although it looks like the Colombians are able to go to this new continent as well now. And if the Mayans don't hurry up and make some new cities over here, it might get taken by the Colombians. Uh-oh. It looks like the Mayans were indeed able to make a religious victory happen. Yeah, I knew the second we came back in and saw that Hinduism symbol over the capital of the Colombians. I'm sorry, Colombia. This is a loss. Even though you were leading in a crap ton of other divisions. Looks like that science advantage didn't help you out, especially when the Mayans were able to get a religious victory. Alright, let's do this one more time. This is a 1v1 so far. Alright, this is the final map for our final game between Gran Colombia versus the Mayans. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Right away, both are able to get 3 cities, and this time they're actually on 2 different continents. Although it looks like the Mayans were able to get a bigger continent. At the very least, it doesn't look like they're separated from deep sea sailing. So if Gran Colombia wants, they can get some more cities over here, although the Mayans will have first choice. Speaking about cities, it looks like the Mayans are able to get 4 cities out, while it looks like the Gran Colombians are stuck at 3 so far. Although it does look like they're trying to get a 4th city out now. Okay, there we go, 4 cities. Oh, but it looks like the Mayans are able to get 5 soon. We'll have to wait and see where they put it. It looks like, oh no, are they gonna put it on Gran Colombian's continent? That's not very cash money of you. Oh my god. Oh, it pains me to see that. You had all this land for yourself, and you chose to piss them off. Also, we're at turn 54 now. Let's go ahead and check what's going on. Looks like the Mayans have more military strength. And look at that science per turn. 50 science per turn compared to just 20. This is very clearly going one way. Gran Colombia needs to come out with another city. Looks like they've got a settler. Oh my god, would you look at that, Mayans? They're being huge assholes right now. Settling on Gran Colombia's original continent. And Gran Colombia can't even do anything because they're not winning in terms of military strength. And they're losing in terms of science as well. This is very much the Mayans' game. And it looks like they're at war now too. Let's see if the Mayans are gonna end this short. Looks like Gran Colombia lost a city and another city was taken from them. This is looking very close to a win. Let's see if Mayans can actually finish this off. Mayans also actually had the capital city of Gran Colombia under siege, but weren't able to take it. This part is going to end in 7 turns, and then we're going to wait and see what's going on. Oh, look at that. Mines have yet another city under siege, and soon Gran Colombia is going to be left with only a single city. If they keep up the offensive, that is. The city is just about to fall. Really close. Once this city goes down, basically Gran Colombia won't have any chance of winning whatsoever. Look at that. It's literally almost down. All they need is Stockholm to attack it, or a Mayan swordsman, and they're gonna have to call it a day. They also have these 2 archers right here to shoot it and weaken it, and then they win. Well, besides that, looks like the Mayans are currently winning by a massive amount in terms of science. Science per turn is at 90. Military strength is also very high for the Mayans. Let's go ahead and watch this domination victory go down. Oh, it looks like the capital city is under siege, and the Grand Colombian city over here has been destroyed as well. We'll have to see whether or not they peace out. Oh wow, a wall at the last second. That's very smart. That's very good for Gran Colombia. Although the Mayans have also put up a wall here. Let's see if Gran Colombia has actually made any other cities, and they have. They have 2 new cities over here, so, but all they need is the capital and then they win. So it's really here that they need to focus on. Also, I'm not sure if they're still at war anymore, but we'll have to wait and see. They might even win a religious victory, as Catholicism is the only city that's stopping Shintoism from winning. Alright, as far as I know, they have made peace because no one is going into these territories and attacking them. But it does look like the Mayans are trying to win a religious victory now. The Mayans are really getting revenge for that one game they lost horrifically. They're getting revenge for that nuke. Where's this Grand Colombian settler going? Shouldn't you have more cities near your capital? Oh, and looks like they're at war again. Let's see how this goes. And it's under siege. Now all they need is some catapults and they'll be able to do the job. Oh, it's no longer at siege anymore. I don't think this attack went out very well planned. Alright. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, it looks like the Mayans have won a religious victory. That's it. The Mayans have won. We'll go ahead and let the Mayans finish up this war. But if they don't end up taking the main capital, we're just gonna have to stop it there. But I do want to give them a chance to take the capital, just to see what happens. Again, we'll give the Mayans just 10 more turns to see whether or not they're able to take it, and if they're not able to take it, we'll stop it right there and then. Although they do have the city on siege, sometimes not, they're at least able to get the defenses of the city down by like half, which is pretty smart, which is pretty nice. But is it enough? It doesn't look like it. Oh, and they made this city into Shinto as well. So they very clearly won a religious victory. The Mayans weren't able to take the final city from the Grand Colombians in time, but they were able to get a religious victory within 160 turns, which is really nice for them. Also, look at that military strength difference. This is almost like 20 times the amount of military strength, and they've also already got more than 10 times the science per turn as well. Alright, so what I've learned from this is pretty much that the Mayans, if you give them enough time, they will destroy you. So if you don't nerf them right in the beginning, if you don't beat them up right in the beginning, they're gonna go ahead and start researching satellites within turn 160. Although the Grand Colombians were really good, I expected them to be even better, but you know, that's just the game. Alright, so the winner of this game was very clearly the Mayans. If you guys want to see more Civ 6 video and more Civ 6 content, leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Rolo Gaming. Alright, bye bye guys. Bye bye.